Deciding to be a small business owner is no small feat. Yet, as many as 627,000 new businesses open every year, according to the Small Business Administration. Small businesses are crucial in supporting our economy. 1.5 million jobs annually are created from small businesses, and 64% of new jobs are created in the US from small businesses. So, in summary, small businesses can make some big waves. Welcome to our live broadcast, and thank you for taking the time to join me today. I am Candice Tyler, your host and the Community Relations Coordinator here at BizIQ. If you are new to our broadcast, welcome. Each week, I am joined by some of the brightest minds at BizIQ, and I pick their brain about everything and everything related to digital marketing. Today is no different, and I am talking to Meg Oliveri about how small businesses can triumph over big brands. Welcome to the show, Meg.
Thanks for having me, Candice. I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you. Now, you have been part of our local SEO client success team for a while now. However, you are a newbie to our show. So, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, your experience, and what you do here at BizIQ?
Absolutely. So currently, I'm a customer success marketing account manager. So I'm a client's first and really their only point of contact with regard to any questions, concerns, and decisions regarding their marketing campaign. As for experience, I bring a strong and blended career that consists of over 15 years within client account management, customer success, and business development. And I also hold a BA in business entrepreneurship.
Snaps all around, which makes you a top candidate for today's topic. But first, can you tell us a little bit about your team?
So the account management team works in tandem with our clients and other departments within BizIQ to ensure a successful marketing campaign for local businesses. Account management is really steering the ship for a business's marketing strategy.
Yeah, you guys are definitely our first line of defense. So let's dive right in here, shall we? We know that our consumers are making educated purchasing decisions more than ever. They are doing their research, they're checking out your competitors, but how can small business owners use this educated to the consumer to their advantage?
Very true, Candice. So first, I encourage all business owners to put their customer hat on. A business owner is someone's customer, which means a business owner has to think like a customer and do this often. Second, know your competition and know them well. If they are in business, they are still making sales, which means they have customers. So why would a customer want to visit them over your business? Do a little mystery shop of your own. Read the competition's reviews, listen to how they speak and treat their customers, and ask yourself, can you understand why a competitor would win their business over yours? Third, have a stellar web presence. A customer's zero moment of truth comes well before they ever personally walk through your door, pick up the phone, and visit your website. Your web presence can make or break a business when deciding between two businesses. You have to want to be in the arena to stay competitive.
Yes, and being a small business owner is definitely an arena sport. So the next thing I want to talk about is the socially responsible consumer. Big brands typically have some negative social connotations that follow them, like outsourcing, child labor, environmental damages, price gouging. I mean, the list goes on and on. And with crazy mega retailers like Amazon and Walmart, consumers are still choosing to shop locally. For example, on Small Business Saturday in 2018, consumers spent over $17.8 billion supporting small businesses. So the love for small businesses is there, but in your personal opinion, where does this surge of love for local come from?
Candice, those stats are incredible and they only go up. So, believe it or not, there's a very large core of customers that absolutely love shopping small and local. So, part of it may be part of someone's idea of trendy and unique. However, the bulk of this group truly understands that our country was founded on small business and that maintaining a local business in today's world, especially during COVID, is a person with a lot of grit. So that said, promote yourself local, loud, and proud at every opportunity you can. Second, attitude wins every time. Tone with your customer wins every time. Personalization with your customer wins every single time. People feel like a number every day. They actually long to be listened to and feel a sense of connection with another human, even in their local hardware store. These attitudes are extremely difficult to find, if at all, at big box retailers.
Yes, and I love what you said about personal connection. It is so true. We're all social creatures and we just want that connection with one another.
Absolutely.
But do you have any other tips or tricks for our small business owners?
Absolutely. Tell your customers you appreciate them every chance you get. You may be actually the only person in their day who hears such appreciation. Second, price. I want you to accept right now you will lose customers to a competitor because they underbidded you. However, I want every business owner to put up a very good fight. For example, if your business is blinds and shutters installation and the customer gets you out to their residence for a quote, I want you to pretend your competitor is going to outbid you. Therefore, when the quote leaves your hand or your email, remind the customer of this. We aren't the cheapest, we aren't the most expensive. However, we are the very best at what we do because we know how to take care of you for life. If it's wrong, we will make it right and quickly. There is no back and forth with us.
Ooh, man, you're giving me like marketing goosebumps. I love it. I think one of the building blocks of marketing that business owners may overlook is identifying their target market and then segmenting it. Meg, can you tell our viewers what a target market is and the importance of segmentation?
Absolutely. These are some very core uh, pieces. Target market is a specific group of people that you want to reach through your marketing campaign. Don't waste your time. There's a specific group. So, market segmentation within that looks at the demographic, the geographic, the behavioral, and even the psychological, a customer's lifestyle, their personality traits, their values, opinions, and their interests. You must know that upfront and immediately.
Yes. And then what's important about the market segmentation is that your content reflects that. So on your blog posts, on your website copy, you should always keep that target market and the market segmentation in the back of your head. So if you're marketing to new moms, all right, is this piece of content really going to engage a new mom or is she just going to go to the next website? That type of thing. But let's talk about COVID 19. In your position, you are talking to small business owners all day nationwide. What are some of the common challenges that you're hearing that our business owners are facing?
I hear them every single day, Candice, and I empathize with them, and we all do. So, some of the challenges, and the biggest challenge is just staying afloat during COVID, keeping the doors open because customers are staying home and don't have the same needs that they once did when the world was open. And also save more money, spend less on business services. That's what business owners, want to do. Diversification of services. Business owners find it challenging, although they may not know it, to diversify their services. For instance, I have a gentleman whose entire business is run in retail and is run in convention centers. Those are all pretty much closed right now. But what he can do is he can be a consultant because customers come to him for consultation. So if he were to diversify his services, he could charge for his expertise and his credentials. Also, adopting new tech. SEO, website upgrades. If you haven't upgraded your website in the last 3 years, you're behind the curve. And if you don't know what SEO is, search engine optimization, you need to know what it is because that is the juice behind your business and behind your online presence. Time management. Business owners wear many hats. They're pulled in many directions. Time management is critical here. You have to know how to prioritize what's most important.
Yes, and I know that those conversations are probably pretty tough to hear. For some of our viewers that maybe you aren't a BizIQ customer, our account managers stay with that specific business for the lifetime of their subscription. So our account managers create a bond with our clients, and listening to them struggle has to be tough. And it's no secret that COVID-19 has crippled a lot of small businesses. But what do you suggest to business owners when they do come to you with these grievances?
I ask them to make a plan. I ask them what's most important to your business. You have to figure that out first before we go on down the list. And what are you willing to do? You have to be willing to be willing to be willing to change if this actually positively impacts your business. And we like customers to adopt a lifetime value customer. We like them to actually know what the amount is, the dollar sign that each customer brings to their business. So if they're a first time customer that could potentially be a returning customer, we'd like to know exactly what they're spending in the store and what value they bring to the store. Because if everyone only had one customer come through their door and they were never a returning customer, then that business would not survive. But if they're reoccurring and existing and loyal customers, well, they bring a huge lifetime value to your business.
Yes, and a lifetime value customers typically spend more than first time customers, especially on their repeat purchases. But while it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to COVID-19, especially for small business owners, because small business owners have this level of flexibility that a lot of these bigger corporations don't. So they can adapt and thrive in new ways while those big companies are trying to turn their Titanic sized operations to avoid the iceberg. Do you have any COVID-19 success stories that you'd like to share?
I actually have plenty of them, and I'm so glad to hear them. So let me say this. Any home service or skilled credentialed provider is crushing it right now. So who is a skilled credential provider? Electricians, painters, plumbers, working at a nursery, lawn care, junk haulers. I actually have a client who works in landscape and hardscape. And he's been in business for well over 30 years. He told me that during COVID, this has been his best year ever in 2020 since 1997. That's incredible. Individuals are home. They finally have the time to do all the things that they can't do when the world was open. So these businesses and these providers are just killing it on a daily basis.
Yes, and that's what I love to hear. Now, next, let's talk about some social media. Social media is going to be crucial this holiday season. And if you would like to take advantage of this opportunity, you need a holiday campaign, but not just any campaign, one that sparks engagement. Do you have any ideas for small business owners who are trying to come up with something that gives them that spark on social?
Good question, Kens. Plenty of ideas. First, if you haven't started by now, you are late to the party. Planning ahead will minimize your stress. And it will also tell you what's working and leave opportunity closer to the holiday to make last minute changes. Second, go back to your competition. If they aren't doing anything, you'll corner the market. If they are doing something, you'll be able to see their social media presence and either replicate it or do it bigger and do it better. Third, know your target audience. There's those words again, target audience. You'll save a lot of time and a lot of money if you know who they are up front. And CTAs, call to action, they are the bomb, including free shipping, BOGOs, buy one, get ones, and other timely offers benefit you and the customer simultaneously.
Yes, I love that. Now, so since we're talking about, we have the campaign all set up. Do you have any insight for business owners who are struggling to come up with an offer? For example, 20% off X, Y, and Z, that sort of thing.
If a business owner is struggling to come up with an offer, call your BizIQ account manager. And if you don't have one, get one very quickly. So, better yet, get a social media BizIQ account manager.
Yes, I love the enthusiasm. Social media content has to be attractive, alluring, creative, all at the same time. And business owners, like we said, already have a ton on their plate. So, Meg, if a business owner came to you and they are just at their wits' end and they can't take on any more responsibilities, what would you say to them?
I would tell them to get help and get help very quickly. It's almost 2021. You must have an active online presence if you are going to scale your business. And if you don't believe me, just Google the online statistics across every well known social media platform. That help you will need comes in the form of social media management, and BizIQ does that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, this is a service that we offer? So, please tell me more.
I'm glad you asked. So, BizIQ's social media marketing packages, they're customized and they're tailored to every single business. Businesses don't have the same needs, but we have the same goals: visibility and increased sales. So sometimes this looks different client to client, which is why we customize your social media campaign. In addition, we find the best platform for your target audience. You may not need Instagram, but Facebook works well for your target audience. The most important pieces to social media management: content, timing, and regularity. BizIQ is extremely adept at executing campaigns that pay for themselves in your newfound increased revenue. So that's you will enjoy increased sales, more free time, more sleep, and less worry because BizIQ's social media has you.
I bet there are a few business owners who are listening right now and their ears perked up when they heard that more sleep part. But smaller companies sometimes feel like it's David versus the Goliath when big box chains, I'm sorry, my words have just failed there. When big box chains set up down the street. However, small businesses do have significant local influence. I don't know why my words are failing me, but small businesses have local influences. But Meg, would you provide our viewers with one final pro tip, please?
Here's the pro tip: don't expect your customers to do something that you aren't willing to do yourself, business owners. So engage in your own marketing campaign, solicit your customers' feedback, get more reviews, and find out what they want. Sell the value. Find each customer's lifetime value to your business and let that drive you to keep them from going to a competitor. And if you yourself look at Facebook ads or know friends and family that have purchased after seeing an ad, your customers will too.
Yes, I love that. Well, with that, we are a wrap. Thank you, Meg, for joining me this afternoon and letting me pick your brain.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to our lovely audience for joining the conversation today. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or you would just like to continue the conversation, feel free to comment below or send us a DM, and me and Meg would be happy to continue to talk to you. But I do want to give you a heads up. You don't want to miss our next week episode because, drum roll, I have Vice President of our Customer Success Department, Mr. Ashley Kim, joining us, and we will be talking about competitive advantages. So thanks again, everybody, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, and have a good weekend.